Hello guys, how you doing? It's been so long I haven't posted videos, guys. I cannot even go live for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's the TikTok here. Anyways, today I'm bringing you to a place called Tuol Sleng Genocide Museum in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Guys, this video is gonna be long. I hope you stay and watch and hopefully learn something. So between the years of 1975 and 1979, Cambodia went through a very, very bad historic time. So there was a leader called Pol Pot, and what he did, he wanted to bring the country back to zero. Like everybody had to go to the province and produce rice and do farming. So if you looked light skinned, you're killed. If you wore glasses, you're killed. If you were a doctor, you had a profession, you're killed. If you're a teacher, you're killed. So this leader wanted to bring the country back to zero, and so he captured, tortured, tormented, and killed almost 3 million people. So at this genocide museum, this was a high school, so it was a school, but this is one of the many secret places that were prisons for during this time of the Khmer Rouge. So in this one specific one that I am today, almost between 12,000 to 20,000 people were imprisoned here, and up to today, there are only 12 confirmed survivors for all those people who were tortured here. So if 20,000 people were imprisoned here between the year of 1975 to 1979, you can imagine that all the people died. The pictures are so horrific. If you go inside there, those are the little prisons where you are put a small cell for yourself. There was no food. You're given maybe a soup of rice once or twice a day if you're lucky. And if you go through those, the upstairs, this like 3-story building, you see those little cells. If you're brought to this small cell, you are tortured, you're questioned, and you had to admit. And some of the questions were so strict that you don't have to dodge the question. They only wanted information that could lead you to being tortured and being killed. So you're strictly supposed to answer according to the question. Don't try to hide facts. Don't be a fool, for you cannot escape. So if you look outside, the thing that was hanging like a tree, that's the place that they would hang you upside down and put your head in front of a barrel of water for minutes so you can die. If you go upstairs, these are the wooden cells. It was a very, very tough time for Cambodia. And between 3 million people and 5 million people died. So you can imagine during this time that this leader wanted to bring this country back to zero. People who were in the provinces who went back, you look at those things online if you want to read more, there was a very bad starvation time. There was a drought that killed 2 million people in Cambodia. Sad history. So people fled the country, people suffered. And if you come to Cambodia today, for some reason, I believe that is why people were so creative after the war, the famine, and the drought. That there was no food. People, you have to be creative. You have to think of ways of how to survive. These guys today have the most diverse types of food you'll find anywhere in the world, because of the starvation, because of that period of time that people suffered in the leadership of this country. So today I'm in these prisons. There is a museum now. It was a prison. It was a high school that was turned into prison. And you can see faces and faces of people who were captured, who were tortured, who were killed. And I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about kids, talking about women, talking about foreigners, talking about anybody who looked different or who didn't want to give information. See, those are the skulls of the people who died. For some reason, they have been preserved. Come here, pay your due respect, and learn something about how you can become monument. These are the graves of the people who are buried here. Some of them are not known, but actually it is a sad history of this country. So the leader, Pol Pot, would arrest anybody, including his own men. You serve him, but in a couple days you're arrested also, because you trying to be different, or you try to not give information that he wants, or you try to mislead others. You're captured, you're tortured, and even if you are a god here and someone dies when you're there, someone is not supposed to die. You're supposed to be tortured, humiliated until you die. And I was seeing some videos somewhere where people were not even given food, they were not even taking a shower. You can imagine people put in cells, and a lot of them could not even fit in those cells. Then what they do is they pour water once or twice a month on top of all of you. That is giving you shower. So people had diseases, people had mental torture, physical torture. Kids, women, youth, teenagers, all of them died between 1975 and 1979 in Cambodia. I'm gonna leave you guys. These are the graves, the 14 graves that nobody knows who is buried there, but they're not been forgotten. They've been there. I'm gonna just advise you to just come to Cambodia and see this museum. You'll learn something and see how peaceful, loving this country is now because of what people went through during the Khmer Rouge. Next time, I'm gonna go to a place called Killing Fields, where people were killed. I hope you enjoyed watching that video. Please subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, and see you again tomorrow as I bring you to the Killing Fields, where most of the deaths happened for the people of Cambodia. Thank you so much. See you again.